Hello and welcome to the 2020 Virtual Cleantech Conference. My name is Matt Stubbs. I'm the founder of Profergy, a specialist provider of software and services dedicated to making owners and operators of renewable energy more effective and profitable. Thanks for choosing to join me for this session, Commercial Solar Owners, Are You Leaving Money on the Table? Firstly, about us, Profergy provides information strategy, business automation, data and analytics, software integration, project management and support to deliver best practice asset management for renewable energy owners and operators. We are the Australian distributor for Actus ERP, the world's first ERP for renewable energy. A little about today, my aim is to provide a practical view on how to ensure commercial solar is delivering the optimal return on investment for your business. The topic can get a little bit technical, but as far as possible, I'll focus on key concepts. The objectives are demystify some of the industry jargon, understand the factors that impact on profitability, examples of how these play out in practice, and some practical steps for you to take away. Note, the examples provided are for illustration only, so you should seek qualified and independent advice before making your own investment decisions. Now to the case study. You are the CEO of Volt Logistics, which consumes 850 kilowatt hours of electricity per day, costing around $6,000 per month. You're procuring a 100 kilowatt solar plant for $125,000. Your connection and usage charges are around about 23 cents per kilowatt hour in total and a 7-cent feed-in tariff. You qualify for small-scale technology certificates valued at around about $56,000 and you're export limited to 40 kilowatts. The net benefit in this case would be $22,000 per annum and the payback period is around about 3.2 years. But have you left money on the table? Well, to answer this, let's consider the factors that can impact on asset performance. Firstly, don't forget the sun. Where your plant is, the weather and cloud cover has a big impact on how much your system will generate. Secondly, the system. You're probably thinking about cost, but also think about capacity, system life, reliability, and efficiency. How will you know if the system goes down or is underperforming? Third, the retailer. Retailers offer you a simplified pricing structure and take on the risk and reward of the market. It's helpful to understand the different usage charges and feed-in tariffs to make sure you're getting the best deal that suits your usage and generation profile. And export limits to the grid can constrain what you earn from feed-in tariffs. The business, your usage profile over the day and efficiency of your equipment is a big factor in what you consume and get charged for. The RET, including large generation certificates or LGCs for larger over 100 kilowatt systems, and small-scale technology certificates or STCs up to 100 kilowatts can make solar investment far more attractive. They're both market traded, so change over time, and will wind down progressively until the market ends in 2030. PPAs are separate from your retail contract and work a little bit like hedging in the stock market, so they reduce your risk. Finally, demand response and batteries are fast emerging as tools that business can use to respond in times when renewables are generating too much or too little, either to avoid high costs or profit from them by selling back to the grid at peak times. Watch this space over the next couple of years as Internet of Things and lower cost batteries begin to change the game. Okay, lever number one. Let's say you spend $30,000 on energy efficiency for things like improved monitoring and management of refrigeration and air conditioning, LED lighting, insulation, heat pumps, and with better energy control systems, you could achieve peak shaving, which means avoiding consumption from the grid during times of higher pricage. All of that delivers you a reduction from 850 kilowatt hours to 700 kilowatt hours per day. That gives you a net benefit, now improved up to $33,000 per annum, and the payback period is now reduced down to around about 3 years. Lever two, more capacity. You can increase capacity of the system through more panels if you have the space, or high capacity panels with new generation technology if you don't. Increasing the system to 200 kilowatts means the system is now over 100 and requires LGCs instead of STCs. They're market traded, a little bit more complicated and claimed after generation, so it's important to get professional assistance with those. And the export limit is now more important because there'll be surplus capacity. Let's assume the LGC price of around about $46. With the 48 kilowatt export limit, net benefits now improved to $60,000 per annum, but the payback period is longer, 4.7 years. And without the export limit, net benefit is a little bit better again to $62,000 and payback period is a little bit shorter. Finally, negotiating contract. Usage tariffs. You can negotiate tariffs that are lower in the times of high need. You can negotiate feed-in tariffs that are higher when you have surplus capacity, and also think about things like the orientation of your panels and whether you have single axis tracking that can generate tariffs in peak times. Behind the meter PPAs can achieve a lot. They can avoid capex, save on costs, agree operating lease generation guarantees, hedge price risks, outsource operation and maintenance, and include real-time monitoring to give you visibility on the system. The financial benefits across these things can be substantial for the equivalent investment commitment. Finally, batteries. Is it worth it yet? Well, it depends. There's lots to consider, like, do you have a high energy load at nighttime? Can you find a retailer that will provide a high feed-in tariff for evening export? And think about the fact that costs will continue to come down over the next couple of years. Just to summarize, these slides will be available after the event, so feel free to download them. The key point here is that each element delivers some benefit. So look for those items that will give you the biggest bang for buck in your business case. Takeaways from today: stick to what you do best. You're here to run your business. Engage specialists in the industry that understand the energy markets, understand technology that can help you get the best deal. Secondly, efficiency. The less you use, the more you save. Shop around in the market for the best deal. Look at real-time monitoring so you know what your system is doing. Think about your benefit horizon. Don't make it too long. Less than 5 years, a lot can happen in the technology, so be ready for the next wave when it comes. Finally, periodic review. Remember to periodically review the performance of your system to make sure you're getting the best deal. Finally, thanks to some people that provided inputs to this presentation: Greg Dentonfree from EPC, Michelle Caterson from Eco Power Market, and Alex Lemont from Flow Power. Thanks, guys, for your input. Finally, if there's anything you'd like to talk about regards IT or anything that we've discussed today, please don't hesitate to reach out at the details below. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your conference.